Your house is a mess. Your kids' stuff is everywhere. And that modern aesthetic you used to have is just out the window. So today at the K5, we're speaking to imagination agent and kids space specialist, Jenn Ward. Jenn, thanks for taking time out to be with us.
It's my pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
So you're the creative director of Minor Details. Can you explain what you do?
I create space for children, be it commercial, residential, recreational. And I also have a blog about children's design called Minor Details as well. And I just basically help parents and kids enjoy space together.
So you will go into someone's home, you'll go into, let's say, a play group area, and you'll help them to maximize the usability of that space?
One of the most important things about creating a space for children is that it's generally in a space where adults are as well. So it's mixing the two without compromising aesthetics and having the place look like it's run by children. So that's kind of where parents come in and ask for my help with those certain things.
It's interesting what you said about sharing space, that the space you wanted to have an aesthetic. You want it to look nice, almost like an adult space, but it's kid-friendly?
We can share space with children without compromising, our areas as well. And when you can incorporate, ownership throughout the whole entire space for you and your child, it's a good mix, and it blends really well and creates harmony in a space when you can do that.
What are a few different things that you could tell parents to do, just off the top of your head?
I would say first and foremost is to organize. If you have a space, let's say you have a home office, you can have a file folder or have a filing cabinet or some kind of area in your office that your child can use as well, because we set examples. Kids learn by what we show them. So if you come home and you do work, more than likely, if you have a place for your child to do that as well, they're going to come home and do work as well. Let's say if you're a cook and your child, be it a 5th grader or a 5-year-old, if you have a dedicated drawer, be it the crisper drawer in your refrigerator that has their snacks that they can get to when they want to, or it's an actual drawer that has plastic forks and knives and a little cutting board, or if, for a 5th grader, they actually have actual real utensils that they can come in and work in the space as well. Just kind of a creative, more environment, but it's hidden away. It's drawers that are theirs. You give them a sense of ownership, that they can come into a space and feel just as entitled to be there. You've set the boundaries, but they have a sense of ownership, and I think that that's really important when creating a child's environment.
It's great you're inviting them into the environment, but you're not changing the aesthetic of the environment. That you can share the space, you're saying, but not suddenly have it look like a kid space. It can be a space that is both adult and kid friendly. So the drawer for the kindergartner with the plastic utensils, or the drawer in the kitchen for the 5th grader with real utensils. How would you do that in a living room space?
There's simple ways of just doing small things. Let's say you have a bookcase in your living room. You take the bottom shelf, or the top 2 bottom shelves off, clean your stuff off, and actually put your kids' books there, so they see you going to get books, when you sit down and read, and they actually have a place as well.
Is there a difference between things that should go in their room, if they have a room of their own, and things that would go in a shared space?
I think that, room is, the standard clothes, toys, games. I mean, obviously we don't want to detract from, the beauty of a kid's room, because that is their space. But having little bits and pieces throughout the house, whether it's you have a creative center off your dining room, so that when you're cooking dinner, the dining room table becomes their office, becomes their desk. You put a roll of craft paper and you roll it out on your kitchen table, and instant arts and crafts area, or instant space for them to do their homework. Have a bin, have a drawer, have things that you normally use and you incorporate to hold their things, whether it's pencils, pens, paintbrushes, arts and craft supplies. Find a space in your home that's not in their rooms, that is a shared space where you guys can all kind of coexist. But definitely, you know, the importance of containers and having, you know, a dedicated area that's on their size, it's on their eye level, in their reach, that they can freely go to and not feel like they're invading your space.
So those are great ideas, and you've brought a few things here that we can share today. So, what is this?
This is a standard steel pipe, 1/2 inch, 24 inches long, craft paper that you laid out when you paint, 3 feet of chain cut, and basically what you do is you just undermount some hooks underneath your table, hook it in, and when you're ready to do science projects, finger paint, draw, make a solar system, whatever you need to do, you just slide it out and you have an instant art table, and it's, you know, it's hidden.
So this is one of the many great ideas you've given us today. And it's just so interesting the way you can keep your apartment or home aesthetically cool, but at the same time making it a shared space for both adults and children. So this has been great. Thanks for sitting down and taking time out with us, Jenn.
Thanks for having me. My pleasure.